Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about something pretty interesting, as now that the entire crypto Twitter and market is starting to talk about this narrative. We have to circle back on a video that we made a while back. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30k subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can always DM me on Discord to ask how does that Patreon group works. As you guys know, we have been getting into some bangers of plays. We have been getting into plays from a while back that is now starting to pop up because we stay ahead of the trends pretty much. And you guys can even check out on all the wins that we got on Patreon right now before you even decide that you would like to sign up for my Patreon group as of right now, especially since there's a 40% discount going on as of right now for the fourth quarter. The entire month of September, there will be a discount. So if you guys want to get your feet wet and test out the group, you guys, this is the best time to do so. Also, check out the block fit to get your crypto apparel from base to Solana to Zora. Everything is up there. And speaking of Zora, you guys can also follow me on Zora as I post different type of content there as well. And I think they're going to be doing streaming very soon, so we're going to be streaming there as well. And lastly, check out my ebook to the essentials to mastering tokenomics. This will help you guys pick out the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply, vesting, narrative. All of that is very important to picking out the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio. So check that out. Links will be in the description and in the comment section down below. And let's get right into the video, guys. Now, I brought this tweet up from Ansem because saying that he's pretty much saying that being early to different type of narratives or investments can be a difficult place to be because it takes time for the market to catch up to what your vision sometimes could be, right? And that's pretty much where I'm at usually a lot of the times on this channel. Because when it comes down to crypto, I am a forward-thinking person, so I like to look into things that could be hot within a few months to a year. It takes a little bit of time for these narratives to take off. Now, with all the talks of robotics, we have talked about robotic back in April. We've made countless videos of not robotics itself because it's now more so talked about as robotics, but depin as a whole. Depin also has a like just being called depin to DePAI. That includes AI and depin as well. So there's a lot that's going into these narratives, new buzzwords and things like that. Now, even in AI, you got that being broken down into three emerging lanes, which is going to be your DeFi AI. That's going to be agents, robotics, prediction markets, right? DeFi AI agents, right? You got your Giza, you got your Mammo. Robotics is your DePAI, right? You got your peaq, auki, God. Prediction markets with other and things like that. With AI, we already knew that it was going to be added into a lot of different narratives, at least changing the way we're looking into some of these narratives. And today we're going to be definitely talking about DePAI. Now, even 0x Jeff puts out this tweet here: if you're getting into robotics because of the recent hype, better focus on the players with unique, clear product and revenue pipeline. Usually in the depin players, it's the depin players, right? So you got your auki, you got your God, you got Frodobots, Natex pretty good. I haven't looked into Frodobots or God really. The ones I like on this list is going to be Natex and auki, right? Now, when you go into CoinGecko here, you're going to see the top robotics coin by market cap, right? This is going to be a narrative here. It's still very low. Not too many altcoins are still up on here yet. I think this is going to get filled out a little bit more as we go on through the rest of the year and going into next year as well. As you can see, it's only at a $425 million market cap. A lot of the altcoins are still fairly new. Not too many of them are even out just yet. We're going to talk about, I think, 2 that is not out yet in this video here. So I'm going to give you guys some, some alpha to prepare for. And you guys should already know the ones I'm pretty bullish on, especially ones at the 2s at the top, right? God, like I said, I haven't looked too much into that. EMDR, this is something I'm starting to see a lot more people talking about, I think because Alex Becker started to chill it, right? Same with Codec. This is another one I've seen a lot on crypto Twitter. Neuron has actually gone crazy. Had a 126% gain in the past 7 days. Natex is looking pretty good up here. Edge is also another one that's been a while for a little bit. Another one that also is going to be talked about by Alex Becker, I'm sure, because I think he talked about it too in the video. I don't remember, but RBR, this is another one. You can see it's up 316%. So those are your 2 Alex Becker pick. RBR and EMDR, right? And of course, if you guys scroll down, that's pretty much it all on this list as of right now. Now on this list as well, I do have 2 others that I won't be talking about in this video because I'm letting them, letting them cook a little bit while this robotics narrative is going to be heating up. But we're going to talk about my other favorite ones. That's going to kick us off to peaq. You guys already know peaq. If you guys watch my channel, we've been talking about peaq a lot. I have been getting killed, have been getting smoked on some of my comments in a lot of my peaq videos where people are asking me, are you still bullish on this? Look how much is down, things like that, right? But of course, patience. Right now peaq is at 9 cents, nothing too quick. $116 million market cap, right? FDV of $411 million. So you guys can see that FDV to market cap ratio isn't too bad anymore. So this is like the perfect time to start looking into it as of right now. You guys know I'm very bullish on peaq for the whole machine economy. It is going to be an infrastructure for depin, right? Its own layer 1. It's actually even has its own DEX we're going to talk about in this video as well. All-time high was 9 months ago where it did hit 75 cents. So it is down 87% from its all-time highs, right? Hopefully we're able to capture that all-time highs this cycle here or get close to it. I'm excited. I'm still holding my peaq like I've told you guys multiple times. Now a lot of people are saying peaq is going to become the most valuable depin coin in this space. They are the infrastructure for many depin / robotic plays that is going to be building on top of their tech. And you're already starting to see some of the new robotics plays are going to be building on top of peaq. We've talked about a few of them. We're going to talk about a few of them in this video, and pretty much everyone in this video so far is actually listed on the DEX of peaq. And they also launched a ecosystem adoption campaign, which is called their Get Real Season 2, right? Get rewarded for creating real world value by using apps on peaq, right? You got the total campaign reward up there. That is going to be your 210 million peaq tokens. That's up for grabs. So we don't need to go too crazy talking about peaq, right? So now right now what that leads us to is the DEX of peaq. The machine DeFi is taken off with Machine DEX, the first DEX for the machine economy. Machine X is a decentralized exchange on peaq, facilitating on-chain swaps for depin tokens and in the future machine RWAs. Now, if you guys use a DEX, you guys already know how to use all of this already. This is pretty much just going to be on the peaq layer 1. Now, I do want to highlight what McQueen said here. MachineFi just hit another level. Machine DEX launching on peaq is a major milestone. Finally, a DEX tailored for the machine economy and depin, right? Next stop, tokenized machine RWAs and autonomous value exchange at scale. Again, you guys can go ahead and go onto the website for Machine DEX here, Machine X, and check out everything they got going on. And as I said, the DEX is live as of right now. If you guys used any DEX on pretty much any chain that's like a fork of Uniswap or whatever, right, you pretty much know how to use this already. And let's see what's up here in terms of the altcoins. You got peaq, you got Over, Silencio, you got Anyone, and then you got Auki up here, right? A lot of people are going to be talking about Auki. I did think when I forgot my previous video that I made on this, I was hinting at, I think that Auki and peaq was going to have a partnership. Now I think these two are going to be the leading plays for the whole robotics narrative as of right now. And as Nick Research puts out this tweet here, peaq leading and up 92% on the last week and still holding the trend, right? Auki expand to peaq chain 49%, up 49% in the same week, right? And he believes that peaq will build the infrastructure for the machine economy and Auki will bring the real world layer to it. If robotics adoption continues to grow, these two could move together. I've been telling you guys, these two right here, if you guys want to gamble, or not gamble, I shouldn't say gamble, invest in a machine economy, these are going to be your primary 2 plays. But then we're going to have some other ones too, which I'm going to talk about after this one. Right now, peaq is sitting just a little bit above 2.5 cents, down 13% right now at a market cap of $64 million as of right now. You could look at the max chart. It's not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad. It's looking like we're going to be on an uptrend very soon here. If this narrative continues, we're only down 56% from its all-time high. They recently put out this tweet here, Auki's roadmap to world domination, from real world web to 100 billion participants. So Auki is making world machine readable by building the real world web that robots, smart glasses, mobile phones, and other devices connect to. That's how they'll understand and interact with the physical world. just as websites enable us to understand and interact with the digital world. And they dropped a plan on how they were supposed to do that, so I'm not gonna go through all the whole description on it. I'm just tell you guys, build the real world web, you know, start an app store for the real world, focus on AI co-pilots for physical work, become the world's largest robot distributor. That is huge, right? We got to read that one. By making physical spaces accessible to AI and running the same AI co-pilot software on the robots, we can make them actually useful as well as interoperable, right? That's why we believe that we'll be able to move 100x more robots per year than the manufacturers themselves. That one honestly got me pretty bullish, right? Build the OS for embodied AI and robot. And lastly, have our software running 100 billion devices, robots, and other machines on Earth and beyond, each burning auki tokens daily. Remember, they do have a deflationary token aspect to their token. So if you'd ask me which ones I'm very bullish on as of right now, at this point in this video, it is auki and peaq. But I'm also going to be putting this third play in my top 3, called Ex Machina. We've talked about Ex Machina so many times on this channel. We've made videos on it before. It's not even out just yet, but it's going to be coming out, I think, at the end of this month here, if I'm not mistaken. Or they're supposed to be having another auction at the end of this month. Either way, you should prepare yourself for this one, because this is pretty much going to be a DAO for your robotics, right? Just as the about on CoinGecko says here, Ex Machina is a decentralized ecosystem giving a global community liquid exposure to the world's top private robotics companies developing next generation humanoids and embodied AI. Just as MicroStrategy gave public markets early exposure to Bitcoin before it's broadly accessible, Ex Machina is bringing the robotics revolution on chain. Now that is huge right now, because if you guys don't know, Figure has exceeded 1 billion in funding at a 39 billion post money evaluation, right? This milestone is important because its Figure goals to ship robots with human level intelligence. And I highlighted that because Ex Machina being the DAO for robotics, right? The execution engine has completed the equity acquisition in Figure Robots, right? Securing another robotic position for the DAO. So they secured Figure Robot for the DAO. And you see my tweet there. You see my tweet. I'm right under it. Damn, can't wait for Deuce. Just in time for the robotics narrative to start kicking off. Now, they put out this tweet here basically saying the DAO is building exposure across key layers of humanoid robotic stack, right? Essentially what they're going to be adding to their DAO for us to get exposure through them pretty much. And you guys can see from the chart here, they only added 3 so far: Agility Robotics, Aptronics, and Figure AI. And of course, these are the other ones they're looking into, and they're telling you their primary focus. So they're giving you guys all the information. As you guys already know, we're going into the machine economy really quick. You already see the robo Teslas is out there, right? Elon Musk already started shipping that out. So things is going to start to heat up within the machine economy, and for us to stay ahead of the game and make the most money as possible for a while is to look into things that are, you know, building out the machine economy, right? So these are the ones I'm bullish on. I want to know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on that road to 30k subscribers, and if you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll show you guys later. Peace, you too.